You watching? I, I gotta go. I think that's Garland. I gotta go chase him. Damn it! Where the hell did he go? I slipped off the cop. No. Oh, he almost hit me. No, he's a real cop. He's a real cop. Probably. He's pulling me over right now. All right, here we go. Can you guys hear me? I'm gonna mute you. Did you were listening to me in the stream or in the other thing?
Oh, I'm just hearing you in Discord.
Okay, I muted you in the Discord, I think, right?
I don't know.
All right. Let me feel. No, it's break. Now you won't hear me. Hey, what's up?
Today, officer. Not much, man. Officer Strachan, Frank, with Los Santos Police Department. You have your driver's license, registration, proof of insurance?
I don't have registration. Hold on. I got ID.
Okay. You don't have the registration on you, or the vehicle registered?
Well, I don't have registration. I just won this vehicle, so I haven't had a chance to register it yet. My ID.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was in a bet. I won this vehicle. We were playing a game. You know, I got it from the Ballers.
Okay. All right, I got you, man. Any particular reason why you used the Mega Mall, the parking lot, to turn around it? I saw you kind of whipped through there and went out the opposite way, made a illegal left turn there.
How's that illegal? First of all, I didn't whip through there. I drove through it like 8 miles an hour. I couldn't turn. I couldn't turn right because I was in the forward lane. I saw my friend in the Zentorno driving by, so I had to make a go around. And I thought I did it legally, and I made a left turn over a double yellow line, and then I turned right where I could.
Yeah, why don't you just go up to the intersection?
What intersection? The one that was forward? What's wrong with going through the mall? That was perfectly legal.
Okay. All right. So you don't have an insurance for this vehicle. The guy who had the vehicle before you didn't have this car registered at all.
I mean, I don't know if he had it. I mean, I got a pink slip. I can give you the pink slip that he signed over to me, but that's all I have.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I'll take any documentation you have. I'm sure it's not insured. Is that correct?
I didn't ask him if he was insured. Why the hell would I ask him if his car is insured? I have insurance on my other vehicles, which would cover this one. It's almost like you haven't been a cop that long. What the fuck, man?
All right. I got you, man. Well, you know, you're breaking the law by not having registration for a vehicle while you're operating on the road, and definitely need to have the vehicle insured just in case you get in an accident. What happens if you get in an accident?
Well, I have insurance. I have insurance, and it covers my other vehicles, which covers any vehicle I'm driving.
Okay. All right, Hal, just hang tight for me real quick, okay?
All right.
You don't have any weapons or drugs or anything else illegal in the car?
I don't have anything illegal. I do have a weapon on me, and I have a permit for that weapon.
All right, understood, sir. Just hang tight. Don't go moving around, all right?
Okay.
Hey, man, how you doing?
What's up, brother? Good. How you doing, bro?
Not too bad. He seems a little agitated at you. What'd you stop him for?
Yeah, a little bit. Well, he cut through the Mega Mall parking lot. I was sitting in the parking lot and crossed the double yellow, making an illegal left turn. I ran his plate. Yeah, his plate doesn't come back to anything. So he's saying it's not registered. He won the car in a bet.
Oh, okay. Well, that's interesting. I mean, you would think if you won the car, it would be registered with the state when they give it away.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure.
At least with a temp tag.
Well, that's what I was telling him. He doesn't have like a bill of sale or didn't bother to get a temp tag or anything.
Right, but he's saying he has third-party insurance on it.
That's what he's saying.
Okay. Where's he headed today?
I didn't get that far with him. If you want to go up there and question him further.
I'll go talk. Yeah, I don't mind.
All right, be advised, he does have a pistol registered to him. 2 priors, one for looks like intoxication and one for speeding.
Okay, so just one for intoxication, but no felonies.
Yep, looks like an open container.
Open container. He does have a felony on him?
Yeah, he's got one.
Alright, well, I'll talk to him. Hey, brother, what's going on?
What's going on, man?
Officer Favignano with the LSPD. Just hanging out here with my partner here. So you won the car. Where did you win the car from?
I was playing some games with the ballers down the street, and they bet me this car, if I won, it'd be mine. So they signed over a pink slip. I gave the officer the pink slip. He's calling me out for flying through, or the way he jetted through, whatever term he used, to the super mall. And I went through there like 4 miles an hour. And he said I made an illegal left turn because I crossed the double yellow line to the left. Told him I went in there because I saw my friend in a Zentorno going the other way, and I didn't want to break the law, so I went through the parking lot. And then I did everything I thought's right, and he's pulling over, wasting my time.
All right, well, he's not. I understand your frustration, sir, but I mean, crossing the double line like that is an illegal turn, so that's the reason for the stop.
Wait a minute.
We're just gonna check everything out. If everything's good to go, you're good to go.
So you're saying if you cross the double yellow line to a double yellow to turn left, that's illegal in the state of Florida?
No. We're in the state of San Andreas, sir, but
that's what I mean.
I'm saying at all. I didn't pull you over. I've only heard just a little bit of what's going on. He'll tell you in detail exactly what he's gonna do. I mean, we haven't even gotten to that point yet. I'm just trying to figure out how you won the car.
Well, I played a game.
What game you playing?
Well, I mean, does it matter? As we had a friendly game, and the wager was my vehicle or his vehicle. I have a chopper that's still parked over there, and I was going to go chase down my friend so he can drive my chopper home.
All right.
Not chase. I better say the right word before this guy gives me a ticket for speeding that I wasn't doing.
Listen, man, I'm not trying to tie you up if you're, not in the wrong of anything, but you do understand where I'm coming from. You have to have the vehicle registered. You can't just come over here and, when you get stopped, tell me that you won the vehicle from someone and not provide me with any proof. This pink slip, what is it?
Well,
It's just him writing it up saying that he handed the vehicle over to you?
Yeah, it's a pink. When you do a private party transfer, you have to have a signed pink slip from the former registered owner, which he gave me and signed his name on it.
A bill of sale, yep.
And
okay.
Well, the pink slip is the ownership of the vehicle, which I have to take now to the DMV to register this vehicle. I mean, the DMV wasn't even open when I won it.
All right, so you're saying this is the title of the vehicle?
Yes, I'm sorry. I thought you understood that. I'm sorry. We call it. I'm from California. We do things a little different. So I'm new to San Andreas. So in California, this is how we do things.
I'm an East Coast boy, so.
All right, yeah. I'm sorry for the confusion. God damn, this could have been a lot easier if I had just told you where I was from, maybe.
All right, do me a favor. Like I said, we're not trying to tie you up or anything. Just go ahead and hop out of the vehicle. Stand right behind your car, in front of my car with this other officer. I just want to check the VIN, make sure everything verifies the vehicle's not stolen, and then we'll proceed from there.
All right.
Yeah, because from our angle, from what we see, it comes across as the vehicle was stolen. We're just making sure that that's not the case. I'm not saying that you stole a car or anything like that.
I mean, I get it. I first said no, it's not registered. I was being right up front and everything. I mean, who the hell drives around in purple cars with these, gang members? And I won it, so
yeah, exactly.
It was more of a trophy than anything else. I don't even like this car.
Yeah, I understand that.
That's Jeff.
This area is very hot for stolen vehicles, so we're just double checking everything.
Yeah, no shit. Downtown Los Santos is a crime-ridden empire. I'm sure I don't look like a upstanding citizen with all these tattoos and stuff, but those are, those are mistakes of youth.
Okay, yeah, we don't judge you.
Hal, where's your pistol at? Is it on your person or in the vehicle?
Yes, I have it tucked in my back waistband.
All right, Jeff, you want to go ahead and grab that while we're...
Yeah, no problem. I'm just going to take this.
You're being detained right now. We're not under arrest.
You're not under arrest. Just doing a pat down for weapons. And you said, where's that located in your back right pocket?
The weapon's in my waistband.
Okay, right here. All right, I'm just gonna set it on the hood of our vehicle. Once everything checks out and it's good to go, we'll get you on out of here.
All right.
We'll return it back to you.
Oh my God. Play with gangsters, get treated like a gangster, I guess, right?
Kind of what happens down here. I mean, this is kind of a textbook kind of stolen vehicle situation, so we're just making sure that that's not the case. That not that you stole the vehicle, that they didn't steal the vehicle. You know what I mean?
I mean, I assume that a pink slip was, just as good as gold, but
you'd be surprised. Some people leave those in their glove compartment.
Yeah, the spoils of war. I was just going to take my stuff together before I got, knifed or whatever.
Yeah, I know. I got you. I understand. I'm sure it's a big misunderstanding. It happens a lot. We do appreciate your cooperation during all of this.
I mean, I'm pro-cop.
Well, I appreciate that. The reason why we're detaining you in cuffs is because you have a prior felony and you have a firearm on you. So that's part of the protocol here, just to make sure everybody's safe.
I shouldn't have any felonies on me. I got 2 written warnings.
Yeah. I overheard that I was just stepping out. Jeff, my bad. There was a previous citation.
Oh, okay.
Or a
Previous
warning.
citation. Okay.
Yeah, there's
All right.
a trooper
All right,
yesterday. He, I got off work, had a beer, and he pulled me over. It was raining out, and he told me pour it out, and I did, and he gave me a written warning. That was yesterday.
Oh, okay.
All right, Hal. So yeah, everything's checking back. The VIN's coming back clean. It's matching the title that you gave me here.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and write you up for a written warning. It's just gonna be a written warning saying, you know, basically we were on the traffic stop today. What I stopped you for initially. I'm gonna highly recommend you go get this vehicle taken care of at the DMV, like ASAP, like right now, because if another officer or trooper, if they stop you,
Aren't they closed right now?
Then,
Sir?
I believe you can probably do it online. I don't know if it'll go through right away. If not, take this vehicle straight. How far do you live from here?
I live over in Vespucci. I think that's where I live.
Do you have a friend's house close by or anything? Because, you know, technically I'm supposed to tow the vehicle. I'm gonna, you know, be nice. You're my first stop tonight, so normally I show some.
What I'll do is I'll take it right back down the street where I got it from, right next to my motorcycle. I'll park it and I'll leave it there, and I'll jump back on my registered motorcycle so that I don't have any more problems tonight. Then I'll take the paperwork to the DMV tomorrow and then get this thing all squared away. Fuck, now I'm probably just going to end up selling the damn thing now because it's causing more problems than it's worth.
Well, I mean, once it's registered, there shouldn't be no problems. So.
Like I said, I wanted to get out of there before I got stabbed, so I really didn't care. You know, I didn't really even want it. It's just I want it, and I hate those guys. So if I could take something from them, that was the whole point.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, it looked like you were kind of trying to go through the red light without having to stop. That's why I, you know, initially followed you, because you cut through the parking lot. And normally, you know, you got to understand where we're coming from. If we see something shady, odds are it is shady in this area. So
I get the shady part, but I mean, I literally drove by you like 4 or 5 miles an hour through the parking lot. So I you know, I'm not taking away from your job. You guys got a tough job and all that. I get it. But the reasons you're giving me, they're just not matching up with what I think happened. So whatever, you know. You keep us safe, and so I guess that's a trade-off. I'm just the victim of this. I'm not a victim, but you know what I mean?
No, I understand, man, and I appreciate you being cool with us and everything, and letting us know you had the weapon on you, and not being combative with us. So I do appreciate that. Like I said, it's going to be a written warning. You can go ahead and sit back in your vehicle. I'm just going to go type this up real quick, and we'll have you on your way.
All right, and that officer, he gave me back my weapon already? Or do you still have that?
Yeah, I already gave it back to you, sir.
Okay, appreciate it.
Not a problem at all. Yeah, I thought originally he stopped you for an illegal turn. I wasn't sure what that was, but it sounds like he pulled you over for the avoiding a light.
Well, once he pulled me up, once he lit me up, I knew I was getting pulled over, probably because I was driving this car, you know. I know I didn't do anything wrong because I knew where he was. I saw him the whole time.
I got you.
But I mean,
yeah, I wasn't there, so
I get it. Yep.
From both of you.
I said I've been surprised with the state troopers that let me go yesterday for having that open container. I thought for sure I was getting arrested because, I mean, I wasn't even doing anything. I mean, I was doing it wrong, but, you know, I was doing it right while I was doing it wrong.
I got you. So where are you headed tonight after here?
Well, like I said, I had just won this. I saw my friend in the Zentorno, so he flipped around, or he was going the opposite way, so I was trying to catch up to him to have him take me back. And so now I guess I'll just get my bike and go see if I can find him and, I don't know, cause trouble somewhere else.
Yeah, I hear you.
All right, so can I just have you sign down here on the dotted line? You're going to be receiving a written warning for the illegal left-hand turn there. out of the complex back there. And I'll give you back your documentation. And here's all your driver's license and the title here to your car. Like I said, yeah, I would just take it immediately over to your friend's house and then make sure you get that straightened out tomorrow with the DMV.
Yeah, I'll probably see what I could do online, because I mean, have you ever been yet? You guys don't have to go to the DMV. You do it all through your computers, but god damn, that place horrible.
Yeah, it is pretty horrible.
All right then, I'll you guys stay safe.
All right, Hal, you be safe out here as well. All right.
Yep.
Good luck to you, man.
All right, you too.
Again, I apologize for it.
It is what it is.
Thanks, Jeff.
No problem.
No, I don't know Polecat. Where the hell did that Zentorno go? It was over here somewhere.
Ball again. You better get with this shit. Why'd you keep changing your number, man?
So where the hell was the Zentorno at? All right, so I got pulled over. Am I still in here? Did I move to AFK?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What?
Got pulled over for vehicle. Who's this guy? The cop said I was doing some janky stuff, and I wasn't.
Well, you were
What up, man?
turning around, flipping them off.
Well, that's because you almost hit me.
Well, nonetheless.
And then Jeff Favignano backed him up, so he showed up there. And then I had somebody come onto my stream and said, "Do you know Bullcat?" And I said, "Nope."
Sidewinder's taking me on a wild goose chase out here.
We're out in the wilderness.
Let's see. He did. They searched me for the. They searched me. They didn't take my weed.
Is there a way for them to see it?
Yeah,
Maybe it's not illegal where you're at.
maybe not. I said I mentioned too. I said, so if you cross the yellow lines making a left turn is what they said. I made an illegal left turn. I go, all I did was cross a double yellow line to make a left turn, which are, perpendicular and then turn left. And I said, is that illegal in the state of Florida? And he said, well, sir, we're in the state of San Andreas. And I was like, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Whoops.
Yeah. Because, they go by Florida laws.
Yeah. I like how you weren't sure exactly where you live.
Well, because we don't actually have houses.
I think you would have had that story locked in pretty early on your role play.
No. I
Should
said,
have a little cheat sheet.
well, I do actually, now that you bring that up. So, Hal Lariuz. Oh, you know what? I don't have his address on here.
Maybe he's homeless. He's a transient.
Yeah. He's definitely.
Sidewinder, you know this thing's looping back, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah, just take you down to the coast, but we're not going that way. There's a house up here.
He's taking me on a long walk here.
Yeah. So I live at 348 Palomino Avenue in Vespucci. So that's what I said. All right, now it's in there. What up, fat man?
And some clothing.
What the hell's this helicopter doing here again? It's not a police helicopter. It's got rocket launchers on it.
Sweet. Shoot it out of the sky.
Yeah. What you need,
Way
fat man?
over. Well, I guess we ought to go back the other way.
Oops. What the hell? How did I make my 5M go? Alright. Alright, so force stop scenario.
Bojack has vanished.
So I have a red headlight. That's gonna get me pulled over.
Jack, did you disappear somewhere?
Yeah, I think I lost you. You were lagging around and you disappeared.
What's that?
You hear them all choppy too, Sidewinder?
No. Yeah.
Network is being overused.
It's all that Netflix.
Okay. I'm kind of following the train tracks back the other way, kinda in the woods. Can you hear me?
Let's see. I can't change that, I don't think.
If you can hear, just go back up the train tracks. I don't know
Oh,
where we
okay.
came. Just I'm up above them on a logging road, trying to get.
Yeah, I see. I think I'm coming up on right behind you.
Okay. I'm just trying to get a lay of the land here. What's up here?
I like how they have these burnout trees.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the edge of the map here.
End of the world right there. Get much farther than that. It's kind of cool. Got these dead trees.
Mm-hmm.
Well, house up there on that hill.
Where do you see that? Oh, I see a shed, yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's a barn, a trailer, and outhouse. Looks like some other structure back behind it in the trees.
Yeah.
All right. So I gotta go change my headlights back to white again.
Why is that?
Because they're red. And red shining forward is going to be illegal.
You didn't install LED lights that you can change on the fly?